Hello and welcome back to our podcast for some more banter. I'm joined with my good friend Ashwin. How are you, bro?
Hi guys, I'm good. How was your weekend?
Weekend, there's a lot of football involved. There were a lot of interesting fixtures actually.
Dude, did you watch the Madrid versus Valencia game? What happened in that game?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it was crazy scenes, right? So what happened was, so Valencia were basically they went 2-0 up, and then Madrid, of course, came back. It was 2-2, and
Okay.
it went to like stoppage time, and there was 7 minutes of stoppage time, and then Madrid had like a last ditch corner, and it was past the 7 minutes almost actually. So I guess the referee was like, okay, maybe this is the last play or whatever it is. And then the crazy part was the corner came in, it got cleared, it went out to Brahim Diaz. Okay, it was towards the right hand side corner, whatever. So then what happened? The referee, like, he's like, okay, fine, the game is okay, fine, the final play is done. So he put the whistle in his mouth, okay. And then Brahim Diaz turned to cross the ball. He stopped, like he didn't whistle for a minute, and then when just when the cross was about to come in, he started to blow the whistle. So obviously the final whistle you have to blow three times, right? So the
Yeah.
first whistle was it coincided with exactly when the ball left Brahim Diaz's boot. And by the time the third whistle was done, the ball had been headed in by Bellingham. Okay,
No way.
so 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 the goal didn't count because he technically blew the final whistle before the goal itself, and it was crazy scenes. And Bellingham got sent off for protesting that decision and all. It was absolutely like crazy scenes. Of course, as a Barca fan, I'm like, okay, fine, at least it's dropped points. But as a neutral fan, also the refereeing in La Liga, right, is going downhill day by day. And it's not even about Barca, Madrid, Atletico, whatever it is. Just the refereeing standard in the league is horrible. And what happened, and this is technically, it's not like it's an unwritten rule, right? There's no rule that says that the referee has to let the play go on. So it's not like he did something wrong as such, okay? But it's like, why would you stop the play just when you know that the attacking cross is coming in, right? It's like a common sense thing, rather than you know obviously people will come out and say Madrid got robbed and all of that, because obviously it's not a robbery, because technically he wouldn't know that the goal would happen, right? Like, it's not like he knows that the goal is happening and then he blew the whistle. He just knows that the cross might be coming in, and who knows. And to be fair to Valencia, once the whistle starts, like, I mean, once he starts blowing the whistle, right, obviously they also stop playing. So it's not like the defender challenged for the header also. So
Okay.
technically, even Valencia can say that the whistle came, so we stopped. That's why the goal was. I
Mm,
mean, the goal happened, right?
mm.
Because the defender didn't even bother jumping. He's like, okay, whatever. The whistle is coming now anyway.
Oh,
But
okay.
but the,
Okay.
the the scenes over there in the stadium was crazy, and it was like a good match, like worth watching also. And the match itself was also like pretty fun. It was 2-2 and all, and yeah, it was crazy. Bellingham got sent off, and he's probably out for like the next couple of La Liga games. So it was a crazy game. I mean, yeah, it was a good game.
But okay, so the score is 2-2, and I
Mm.
understand the referee is blowing the final whistle, but I mean, if this happened to one of our teams, we would
Oh no,
would
absolutely.
be outrageous about this, right?
So see, for
Uh,
me, for me, there are two perspectives to this. Okay, like, so my brother is a big Madrid fan. Okay, so as a
okay.
Barca fan, I'm like, Madrid can't be complaining about refereeing decisions. Like, of all the decisions that have gone with like for Madrid,
Mm,
like, they cannot be complaining about this. And as a Barca fan, I'm like, oh, finally they dropped points. We somewhere, even we dropped points this weekend. It was a nil
mm,
all draw for us also, so it's not like it helped a lot. But still, but as a neutral fan also, it's not like, okay, it's not like Madrid were robbed of anything, okay? Because obviously it was before the goal happened. If the goal happened and the goal was not awarded, then that would be more scandalous. But just from a normal refereeing, good refereeing standard perspective, that is such bad refereeing. When you're looking at the guy about to cross, you should have then told them beforehand that the corner was the last play. Why did you allow
yeah.
the ball to go to Diaz in the first place? In some cases, the referee tell the players that this will be the last play. Like, regardless of what happens, if the corner is cleared, not cleared, once the ball is delivered and the action of the whatever happens in the box, that's it. They say this is the final play. But that wasn't the case here. So it was more of a substandard refereeing decision
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
than anything else. But yeah, it was crazy scenes. Like but, and like I said, some defenders stopped playing, but the goalkeeper and one of the other defenders actually tried to get there also, because it all happened within like 2-3 seconds, and the whistle was
Hmm.
still going when the ball was being delivered. So it was crazy scenes, right? And obviously, if it was happened to like one of our clubs, we would also be like quite
Yeah,
disappointed.
yeah.
But having said that, I don't think it was like a, what do you call, robbery and scandal and all of that. And especially Madrid shouldn't be saying that. But yeah, good game in overall.
Talking about a last minute finisher, remember on our group when the Liverpool Nottingham game went into extra time? I, in all caps, I was like, guys, all of you watch the Liverpool game because
Yeah,
something insane is about to happen. I was trying
yeah,
all possible jinxes, man. I was trying
jinx
all
it.
possible jinxes. I was like, watch Darwin Nunez, watch Virgil van Dijk. Some corner is going to come in, one header is going to go in. And that exactly what happened in that last minute of the play. How hard is it to clear the ball? I don't understand. All you're working 90 plus 8 minutes to prevent Liverpool from scoring a goal, and you do a perfect job. That last 10 seconds when your team has the ball, how hard is it to clear it away, man? It's
Exactly.
getting gifted to the opposite team, and Liverpool are they're seasoned last minute finishers, and that's exactly what they did, and that ruined my Saturday. That completely ruined my Saturday. To top it
Especially
off,
as an Arsenal fan.
exactly as an
Yeah.
Arsenal fan only, I was really hoping for Liverpool to draw.
But don't you think like Liverpool, right? Forget Liverpool for that matter. Like when a team wins a title, these are the kind of games that help them along the way. I feel like the stars have aligned for them this season, and although I still think City might win the title, Liverpool, like they're winning the games that are supposed to be won when you need to win a title, even when you're not playing well. Those close 1-0 games or something, the like you said, the luck falls their way. Some added time drama, something happens, but they're finding ways to pick up the points somehow. At the end of the day, it's 3 points, right? So what do you think?
For
Do you
sure.
think Liverpool, this is Liverpool season, Klopp's final season, the stars have aligned for them, you think?
So what happened is last season Arsenal had a very similar game like this when we played Bournemouth, and Reece Nelson scored that screamer,
Right,
that
right,
last
yeah,
second screamer,
yeah, yeah.
and I
It was
felt the same
3-2
thing
if I
about
remember,
Arsenal.
right?
That was 3-2. Yeah, it was 2-2. We were trailing 2-0 and we came back to 2-2 and
Yeah,
extra time. That last minute, Nelson scored a screamer. And at
yeah,
that moment, I was like, okay, the stars are aligning. This is made for Arsenal. Arsenal are going to win this. And suddenly all hope came. And after that, things just went downhill. Correct. But the difference is, like you said, Liverpool have Klopp, and this is Klopp's last season. There's a lot of emotion going into it. And without having so many of the key players, they're still scraping through and getting those 3 points. My point is, Arsenal winning games final 4-0 versus Liverpool winning a game 1-0. It's still those 3 points. And to be honest, I do not see Liverpool or City dropping points here on until the end of the season, unless and until they
but
have to
this Sunday Liverpool or City will drop points, Avinash.
exactly. So it's again
Big game in the league.
it's the hope that kills you, right? It's
Yeah,
that annoying hope that kills you that if tonight Arsenal defeat Sheffield, we are higher on goal difference. And if we
yeah,
hope for a Liverpool City draw and Arsenal win next week against Brentford, then we're on top.
yeah,
Okay. And from there again, it's all going to go downhill because we are playing a lot of important teams. Like we're playing Chelsea, we're playing City, we're playing United,
yeah.
we're playing
City,
Spurs.
yeah.
So it's all going to be difficult. We have the toughest run of fixtures leading up to it. So I do not want to think too much about it. Just for now, the weekend was a very disappointing weekend for me. Again, I United in that 8th minute, Rashford scored an incredible goal, and hopes went up. I thought, okay, by the end of the first half, when United were leading 1-0, I thought, okay, full time maybe they'll again park the bus and max to max one De Bruyne goal or a Haaland goal. It'll be 1-1. But it is what it is. City are City.
Like I've been saying it for so long, you never count City out. Like City are just too good. Like, did you watch that game? United had like probably 2 or 3 moments where they could have done something, but apart from that, it was like some training ground attack versus defense kind of game. Like they had
Exactly.
27 or 28 attempts. They had more possession than United. I mean, they had more shots than United had possession. So it's like it was a crazy game, and it was so beautiful to watch their football also, right? The way
Yeah.
they play those half spaces, KDB, Foden. And even when Haaland is having a stinker of a game, he somehow, first of all, he pops up with a goal, and second, they manage to win. Now, just imagine Haaland is having a good game, right? The
I
sky is
know.
the limit for them. They're just, I mean, I've been telling you guys, and you guys might say, "Oh, you're a Barca fan and all that," but there is only one other team I've seen play like this, and that is the Barca of old, like 2009, 2010, 11,
2009, 2010.
Barca.
Right, right, right.
Absolute complete dominance. Like there was no like, okay, yeah, there was, and like I said, United depended on one moment, right? It's like one moment of magic. That's not sustained football. Like you can't depend on those moments. How many times will Rashford score that goal if you give him
True.
10 chances like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you can't even say United had something, and they were completely outplayed, outthought, outfought, whatever word you can add. It was like a complete, annihilation. It was only 3-1. They were lucky it was only 3-1 actually.
They were lucky, you're right.
Yeah. It was a
So all
crazy
my
game. It was
yeah,
beautiful to watch City play also, man. They were so good, like so it's just beautiful football, You're just like you're just glued to the TV. You're like the passes are going, every pass is hitting the target. They're somehow recycling possession over and over again. They just don't like they're relentless. There's
they're
wave
relentless.
after wave after wave after wave of City attack. That's just it's just beautiful to watch. I can't even say much. I mean, United, they're just in a really bad place right now.
Exactly. So my weekend predictions were pathetic. All of the matches that I wanted to go in a certain way, the exact opposite happened. Coming to our predictions of the UCL of the first leg so far, just to give a roundup of what happened last week. Ashwin,
Right.
congratulations, you're on top with 4 points. And then
As
on
expected.
second is Amitesh with three. On joint third is Karthik and me, and Sashank and Alan are
This is why you should not predict
two.
draws, Avinash. You should be a little, grab the bull by the horns and make your choice.
No, this is a marathon, not a sprint. You see, it's
Oh,
it's
is
all
it so?
going to happen in my favor. And coming to this round of fixtures, we're going to be
Yeah,
predicting two things. One is going to be the outcome of the second leg and the final outcome of the entire match
right,
as such. Okay. So
right.
going into this week's round of 16 second leg matches, we want to start with the March 6 games, the matches that are happening tomorrow. That's, I think, Bayern is playing against
Lazio.
Lazio.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
yes,
out of
yes.
the four games, this is the only good game worth discussing, to be very honest. I think the other three are foregone conclusions. Uh, this game, I mean, if Bayern lose this game, right, the season is over for them. It's going to be
True.
such a scandalous season. Getting Harry Kane and getting Kim Min Jae to shore up their defense, and they have all the midfield talent in the world. Uh, and Tuchel, who was supposed to be a good coach for them, this is a make or break night for them. This is it, like the biggest game they're going to play this season because the league is gone. Leverkusen are 10 points ahead. I don't think they're letting up anytime soon. So it all comes down to this one game to see how they do. Um, I'm still going to give them the benefit of doubt, but again, it's going to be very like last time. Also, I think I said the same thing. Like I'm choosing Bayern only because they have history in the competition and because they are at home. Otherwise, on paper, like play style wise, form wise, I don't think they're that much of a threat. I think Lazio can contain them, like just like they did back at home. But I do think Bayern will come out with a point to prove tomorrow night because this is it, right? This is the season on the line for them. So my prediction would probably be Bayern tomorrow night. And over the tie, I still think Bayern will scrape through, maybe. So that would be my prediction for the game. What about you?
Yeah, I think I agree with you 100%.
Mhm.
Tuchel and Bayern have a lot on the line. So, and they're playing at home. The fans
Right.
support everything. And I think if Bayern get their football together, then they are the stronger team. So I do predict Bayern to win tomorrow and Bayern to go through overall. So where we agree on that. The other match
Finally,
that's
finally.
happening, see, this is just a one-off situation, and I'm also trying to play it smart so at least I get points if
Right,
you get
right, right.
points. The other fixture is PSG versus Sociedad, and PSG is
I
winning 2-0
mean,
anyway.
there is no point discussing these three fixtures also. I think City, Copenhagen. I mean, I don't even think we need to mention that City are playing because there's no point. City are going to run away with it. There's absolutely no doubt there. Same goes for PSG. I don't think I do think Sociedad might give them a challenge on the day,
Okay.
but I do think PSG will win the game and win the tie as well.
Okay.
But I think it would be an interesting watch just as a neutral. If you're up and you're not too sleepy, you can watch that game. But I think the second most interesting fixture of the week of the midweek is the Madrid Leipzig game.
Yeah.
Madrid have a slender lead. I don't think the game is written off. I do think Leipzig will come there to like try to do something, and Madrid's defense has a lot to ask for, and they're hit by injuries as well. Tchouaméni is playing in defense as well for them,
Yeah.
and Bellingham is still nursing the after effects of that shoulder injury that he has. His form
Yeah.
has also dipped in the last few games as well. So it will be an interesting watch. Of course, I want Leipzig to win. Of course, I want Leipzig to go through. But in the interest of winning this competition, I will say Madrid win and Madrid go through, because in the Champions League you never bet against Madrid, right? It's Madrid. But yeah, I mean, I would be the happiest if Leipzig pull off the miracle and knock them out. It's one less challenger for us, because we are on
Uh-huh.
our way to the Champions League this time. But no, yeah, I do think Madrid will pull through. But it would be an interesting watch because Leipzig have nothing to lose, right? They're
Yeah.
already 1-0 down. They're away from home, so they have absolutely nothing to lose. They're not protecting a lead. They're not expected to win also. So they're
Yeah.
just going to go all out. This is it for them. Like I said for the other team, this is the
Lazio.
season for them. It
Yeah.
If they beat Madrid, it'll be like the most biggest positive they can get out of the season, because obviously the league is not theirs to win. They're not in the. I think they're in the cup, but I don't know. I mean, cup is not very. It's not a very big thing in Germany. So the biggest positive of their season would be if they manage to beat Madrid. But yeah, I still think Madrid will win the game and the tie.
Yeah, I reckon the same. I think coming to
Yeah,
Bernabeu, it's not that easy. And like you
exactly.
said, they're perennial UCL champions. So Madrid winning the tie tomorrow, I mean day after, as well as winning the entire match altogether.
Right.
Yes, I'm going for that. I have a difference of opinion about the Sociedad game. I think Sociedad versus PSG is going to be a draw. It's
Oh,
going to
here
be a
we
draw.
go with
But
your draw. Okay, fine.
this one's
I'll
going
take
to
it.
work. Just wait for it. Sociedad versus PSG is going to be a draw.
And the
So
tie?
yeah, the tie is going to go PSG's way. I'm
Okay,
saying the second leg will be a 1-1. The second leg is going to be a draw, PSG
draw.
versus Sociedad, and PSG will go through. And the fourth match, only a fool would say Copenhagen's going to win. So,
Come on, Avinash,
Ashwin,
support the underdog. Be a little. Have some this thing for the underdog, man. Come on, you always supported the underdog, right? You were a
yes,
Sheffield
I
United
am.
fan.
Even
You
for
were
this
a
match,
what
I
is that
think
Sheffield Wednesday fan. I don't even know what the teams that are there. The teams that you have supported, no support. Come on, go for it. Copenhagen for the
I
win.
am.
Copenhagen for
I
the
am.
tie.
I think going to Etihad, I think City are the underdogs. I think they have a lot
Oh,
to
right.
lose,
Yeah.
especially
Okay.
because it's a very difficult season that they're having. Arsenal's been giving them a run for their
Yeah.
money.
Absolutely. Right. Right. Right.
They're already
Yeah.
out of they lost the Carabao. They're so out
Yeah.
of form this season.
Yeah.
They narrowly
Absolutely.
scraped a win against United
Yeah.
yesterday. And I don't think Copenhagen's going to be an easy match. Copenhagen are coming all guns blazing into this final encounter.
Right.
This is the match of their lives. And City have a lot to lose, especially in
We should.
Etihad. You know how hostile it is.
You know what we should do? We should tag Copenhagen on this video, because
Yeah,
you're probably the only one in the end. I mean, Copenhagen themselves don't believe that they're going to win. I think you're the only one, who believes in them. So I think it's going to be a big motivating factor for them if they watch this video.
exactly. Imagine they play the Bench Banter podcast's UCL preview right before they get onto the field. And everyone's super motivated. Like Arteta does a light bulb speech, right?
I
They
I
play
was
us.
just about to say, how the Arteta showed that what's his name, Ivan Tony's tweet on that Prime Video thing.
Yeah,
I forgot what show it was, but he showed that Ivan Tony's tweet
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah,
kick
yeah.
about with the boys or something like that. So I think Copenhagen dressing room is going to be watching the Bench Banter podcast, and they're going to be like, "Look, you're going to have to fight on the pitch for this one man who's supporting you in this corner of the world." So I think, yeah, you're
Exactly.
going to be the factor that motivates them to, like, elevates them to the next round of the Champions League.
That's very
But
true.
see, on a
I'm gonna be
serious note,
looking
though,
forward
what
to
is
it.
your prediction?
I'm predicting City to win this match and City to win overall. for this particular episode, Copenhagen are going to challenge City.
Yeah,
They are
absolutely.
going to bring the
Copenhagen
fight.
for the win. Come on, guys. Come on,
Copenhagen for the win.
Copenhagen. We should learn Copenhagen's whatever chant that they have also, so that we can add that to the podcast as well.
We'll probably add the correct hashtags and hope for the
Yeah,
best.
yeah. So I guess we're done with the midweek predictions then.
Yep,
I
we are.
think, I mean, we are more in. I mean, most of the interesting games are next week. I think all the
Got
games
too
that are
excited for the last week, man. We got too excited for the first leg of these matches of Arsenal's
yeah.
match, Barca Napoli, and then
But
the
that's the
results
thing,
didn't
no. These
work.
games are nicely balanced. 1-0 for
Yeah,
Porto and 1-1 for Napoli. It could be fun, but that's for the next week. I think
yeah.
for this week, we have our 4 games that we have predicted as well. It's going to be a boring 4 games. I feel. I think Bayern Munich and Lazio is the only game that's worth watching because there's a result to be had. The
True.
remaining three, I think the result is almost a foregone conclusion, except maybe the Madrid Leipzig game. But that
Correct.
I'm telling to myself because I want Leipzig to do something. It
No,
would
I
be a
honestly
great.
I want to see a good game of football. Like you said, it's Champions
Yeah,
League. We stay up late at night to watch this. Might as well
exactly.
have something interesting to watch.
Could be fun. Could also be an absolute dud. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. Eh?
Yes, we shall. And we'll
Right.
definitely get back for the review. Thanks,
All
guys,
right
for
then.
watching. See you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.